What's going on, guys? It's Jizzy. Welcome to my channel. So we're going to have a look at the new chess piece of Inferno 6 for Demon Hunter, which is called, what's the name of this? Is Seditious Breath, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But what it does is smoke screen now throws a grenade at target location, creating an area of dust that causes burning enemies to explode. Alright. Let's equip ourselves a chest, and this looks rather nice here at least. And going into further information, it further explains that smoke screen now throws a grenade at a target location, dealing 13,800 damage and creating a dust-filled area for 3 seconds that reduce enemy movement speed by 15%. That is actually a huge debuff on any player. So yeah, it looks kind of nice on the spreadsheet here. A burning enemy within the dust will trigger an explosion once every 0.5 second, dealing 29,636 damage. So there we go. So I guess for this we need a pent, and I don't have that. So for that purpose we are going to test out some other ways to see if we can trigger the burning effect. But let's see what this looks like. Alright, this is the smoke effect. So it stays active for 3 seconds, and the downtime is also 3 seconds, which is not that long. And the cloud itself does not do any damage. All it does is slow enemies. Upon activation it does hit enemies and that's pretty much it. But let's go and test furthermore. Alright, I am at my favorite spot here to test further. We're going to apply this versus some monsters and see how. Alright, they died. It does slow their movement by a lot. Alright, and explosion did happen. I think my rolling surf actually killed them with the fire. It triggered the ignition effect there. They are slow, so they're not dying. Just wait for my rolling surf to come back and voila. Alright, the explosion speed is somewhat really nice. It is exactly as fast as the Wolf Heart gem. So your rolling consequence is actually triggering the smoke screen itself. And for PvP, if it happens with the rolling surf, you can actually ignite enemies. So this is good to know that rolling is actually doing its magic, and the damage output is rather actually not too bad. Alright, let me test furthermore and then I will break down it entirely with you guys. But when we activate this and hit with smoke screen, we can see the damage output can go up to 200k, at least for me, with the crit hit, and it's working with the rolling consequence. Now we're going to test if explosive shot with Hellbinder actually work. Let me explain what I mean. This is Hellbinder offhand, and what it does is explosive arrow now also cause enemies to burn for 8,000 damage over 2 seconds. So let's see if this combo actually works with the new chess piece. And for that I am going to remove my rolling consequence because I don't want rolling to interfere in my testing. So there we go. Yep, and it does work. Let's see how fast this does. Alright, my man, this actually works, and you can do a lot with this. I wonder. Alright, this is versus boss here, so let's see. I'm not on my PvP build, so pardon me. Let's see if they slow down. Yes, they do. And now what I am going to try and do is slow them down. And yeah, oh wow, okay, the explosion animation is there and he just died there. Okay, I think I got the idea, and give me a couple more minutes to test, then I will break down everything with you guys. Alright, let me share my thoughts breaking down everything that I like and dislike about this chess piece. I don't want to scare you guys off, so I am going to start with the pros here. And the first point, obviously, which I like the most is rolling consequence can trigger combustion. So this gem is proving to be once again really good. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this gem, which is actually a really good thing in my opinion. Then Hellbinder offhand can trigger smoke screen combustion as well, and it's a offhand obviously, so Demon Hunter can use this chess piece even if you don't have the rolling consequence. Third point is my most favorite one, which is 50% movement speed reduction is actually good. It can prevent someone from escaping and good for support overall. Then 0.5 second per combustion is actually good. I mean, you can trigger a lot of them if you have a constant fire effect going on someone, or it can also work with someone else fire effect. You can just throw this on someone and trigger the combustion, so this is actually good. Then 3 seconds skill cooldown is short and actually good, so you can pretty much spam this from distance and provide support. And lastly, area over effect radius of smoke screen better than I expected. So I was thinking that the radius might be quite small, but it is actually huge and it lasts longer than expected, which shows that they are trying to give Demon Hunter a new way of support other than being summoned. You don't have to be a summon, you can come up with some other ways to be a good support, or maybe make a build like which is going to be a hybrid between support and summon and some DPS. But I will have to further play some more battleground in against real player and show my result with you guys how it goes. But yeah, these are the pros which I think. Now let's move on to the cons. Alright, let's get into the cons now. And the first one is chess is the main source of Demon Hunter strength. This chess makes Demon Hunter mostly good for support but not sustainable DPS playstyle. So if you are someone who likes to be a DPS malaka like me, then yeah, you're not going to enjoy this one. However, you can still provide support and spam this chess piece on other players. Especially in the old map, it can work better compared to the newer map, because newer map is quite huge and open, so you cannot expect it to work 100% of the time. But in older maps, since they are quite linear lanes or road or whatever you want to call them, you can use this better for the old map. And the second thing which I didn't like is require other sources to maximize its full potential, such as rolling consequence or hellbinder. I mean, I did mention in the pros that these are good things, but it is actually bad at the same time, because chess cannot work on its maximum potential unless you are using other sources to do the combustion effect. And the third thing is it's not a damage chess piece and therefore is not for PvE. So for PvE you cannot actually use this. I know it's good for slowing down monster in and can be and I can see that some people will try to use it for challenge rare, but overall it is a bad thing, and Demon Hunter has far better option than again for the chess piece. And lastly, won't work with some of the current meta PvP build without making drastic changes. So there goes my breakdown with this chess piece. Overall, I wouldn't say it's bad or good. It's just depend on the playstyle. I mean, if you are alright with the support build, then it has potential, and I will try to bring some builds with you guys with the newer essences, but I don't have all of them yet. So stay tuned. But this is pretty much it for the video. Do let me know what are your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.